Hi, and welcome back to Into the Mystic Sailing. This week, we're in Norfolk, Virginia. We're going to be waiting out a storm here as we wait for my brother to come in. He's going to start the Intercoastal Waterway with us, or the ICW. I just wanted to show you where they put us. This is just a stock photo of the marina. It was packed. Everybody's trying to get away from the storm. They had us come in on the top right side of your screen and back into our slip. We were so impressed that we didn't, one, wreck our boat, and two, wreck the other multi-million-dollar boats that surrounded us, that I just had to kind of show you a picture of what it looked like. We were super impressed that we were able to luckily pull this thing off. So as I said, my brother Jerry is coming up to join us. He is a boat captain in the Wilmington, Myrtle Beach area. We did some provisioning as we waited on him. Once he finally got there, it literally pissed rain for 3 days straight. What are you doing at pisses rain when you're a sailor? Well, you go to a bar somewhere, of course. You can see the marina here is flooded. Water's coming up over the docks. It's crazy. So we can't leave because the weather is just so bad. So we go to the Hampton Roads Naval Museum, and we're going to tour the USS Wisconsin and walk through that battleship. If you've ever had the opportunity to tour a battleship, it's really impressive. The scale, the size of it is just so much more than what you can see from a photograph. But this is the Iowa-class battleship, the USS Wisconsin, completed in 1944, immediately assigned to the Pacific Theater during World War II. Participated in the Philippines campaign, the battles for Iwo Jima and Okinawa. She went on to participate in the North Korean conflict, after which she was decommissioned. She was brought back in 1986 and participated in Operation Desert Storm from January to February of 1991. Just a massive ship. Really cool to be able to walk through it and get a look at it. It's part of the Nauticus Museum area there. And what you can do in the Nauticus Museum is it's completely based on maritime stuff. You can do all different classes and all different experiments and different hands-on events. This is Chara. As these fans are blowing, it's trying to teach you how to steer in this case, a little boat. We sure could have used that a couple of times during our trip. No, just kidding. We did really well. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of hands-on stuff. We really enjoyed it. It overlooks the water. And as I said earlier, it literally rained for 3 days straight. It rained so much, animals were pairing up 2 by 2 because they didn't understand what was happening. We spent some time at Grain. It's a rooftop garden and lounge in downtown Norfolk, Virginia, and waited out the weather. Again, the rains just kept coming. This is a cruise ship that was leaving port on the day that we were leaving, so we had to delay our departure for just a little bit. This is us as we're leaving the marina. Boats have already started to clear out a little bit, but this is what we had to back into the afternoon that we got there. We came from Hampton, Virginia, right across the bay. We went past all of the Navy ships, and that's where we ended up. So once you leave Norfolk, Virginia, you go down a waterway and you're headed toward the Great Bridge. And once you get to the Great Bridge, you're going to go through the Great Bridge Lock. But you can see here it's cloudy, it's overcast, it's wet, and we are anxious to get underway to start our trip down the Intercoastal Waterway. We're entering the Great Bridge Lock, completed in the 19th century. It does a lot of different things. This is where you have to decide if you're going to take the Dismal Swamp, which is one route to go south, or if you're going to take the Virginia Cut, which is what we did. So when you get inside this lock, it holds about 20 boats, and it only drops you about 20 feet, but it does something that's really unique. One of the things that it does is it protects the water quality. It keeps the salt and fresh water separated as much as it can. You can see here, everybody puts boat stickers up there. My brother put his boat, Let's Go. We put our boats in there, our boat sticker in there, and also the Sheemsters Union. There are 4 gates that close to help regulate the water flow. And as I said, there's about 20 boats in here. After we had done so many locks on the Erie Canal, it was kind of nice to be back in a lock a little bit. This one's really modernized. It's got great bumpers. They help you tie up as soon as you get in there. It's very paced, unlike the Erie Canal, which is kind of get in, get out, that kind of thing. This is really a unique and a very controlled environment. Once we exit, we just start making our way south, and we are officially in the Intercoastal Waterway. Once we clear the Great Bridge Lock, we don't go too much further, and we stop at a wall that's just on the other side that we tie up for the night, only because of the spacing in between places that you can stop. We're now officially in the Intercoastal Waterway, 3,000-mile waterway that connects all the way from Maine, all the way around the tip of Florida into Brownsville, Texas. This is where we stopped for the night. It just keeps you off the Atlantic Ocean, which really is much, much safer. It's much more paced and controlled. One of the things that we didn't realize, or I didn't realize, I guess, when we left Michigan, was that so many boats would be traveling this way. We thought we were so unique. And once we got into the Intercoastal Waterway, it's got mile markers just like a highway. We found we were in a parade of boats, all headed south, all trying to escape cold weather, just trying to get to the Keys or the Bahamas or wherever you plan to spend your time. So after that, we stopped at a great marina called Coinjock Marina. It is right along the Intercoastal Waterway, and if you have been around boats or people who are doing what's called the Great Loop, you have heard the name Coinjock a lot. It is a wonderful stop, a great ship store. There's a restaurant, a bar, great bathrooms, laundry facilities, tons and tons of boats tied up there, and the staff and crew couldn't be better. What seemed so unique to us, to them was just another great day. Super great food as we settled in for the night at Coinjock Marina. Coinjock Marina in the summer is, I'm sure, wildly busy. There are restaurants and a bar, a great ship store, lots of boat parts. Just a great place for cruisers to meet up. And you can see here, there are lots and lots of big boats that are heading south with us. We had never experienced what's called rafting. So if you were rafting, a boat is tied up to the marina, and then a boat will come in beside you and tie up to your boat. Now that may sound okay, but the difficulty is that you have to walk across somebody's boat that you don't know to get to shore. We were fortunate enough to meet up with some great people. We were rafted up with them on a sailing vessel called Let's Do This, and they were super nice. And in fact, Char and I had dinner with them that night up at the restaurant. It was just a really cool experience. They were new to boating. So we wanted to make sure that they were comfortable with us. We put all the fenders out on one side as we tie up to them. And literally when you get off your boat, you climb onto their boat, walk around, and then get off to shore from there. It was just a unique experience, and we couldn't have asked for better people to be tied up to on our first time. It was just really a cool place to be. This is the inside of the bathrooms. I know, it's a bathroom tour. What is that about? But I wanted you to see just what this particular bathroom looks like at Coinjock. It's tiled, it's huge. Some of the places that we stopped have free towels, free soap, free shampoo, all of that stuff. This is just a really nice bathroom that we got to use while we were there. This is a video of us so that you can see us getting off our boat, climbing around the back of people's boat that we met 20 minutes ago just to get to shore so that we can get a bite to eat or go to the store or grab a beer in the restaurant or just get off the boat for a few minutes. It's just really a cool place. They are so good, so efficient at bringing in boats and tying them off. And then first thing in the morning, when we get ready to get up and leave, once we make sure there's no boat traffic on our right side, we untie, we push off, and we continue further down the ICW as we head toward Belhaven. After we leave Coinjock, we go just a little further on the Intercoastal Waterway, and then we come to the Albermarle Sound. It's a large sound protected by the Outer Banks, and it gives you a great opportunity for us to shake out the sails. My brother had never been out when we had the sails up, so this is just us going across the sound. We're going to go south, and we're going to end up spending the night on anchor in the Alligator River in one of the most pristine, beautiful spots that we had seen so far in our few days on the Alligator River and the Intercoastal Waterway. The water is a different color brown, but it is gorgeous. We are anchored up for the night. There are a few other boats around us, but it is quiet and peaceful. No light pollution in the sky. You can see every star. It's just really a pretty cool and unique experience. We were so happy that my brother got to do this with us. He was with us 9 or 10 days. Got on Norfolk, Virginia. He'll get off in Oriental, North Carolina. His wife, Lucy, our sister-in-law, comes, spends the night there. It's just a really cool experience. This is us waking up in the morning. This is a tugboat at about 6:15 in the morning that happens to come by. And if you've ever wondered how peaceful and quiet it can be on an anchor, this is a video from the morning that we pulled anchor and continued on. Again, we're in the Alligator River, and we are going to head through a canal as we make our way on into Belhaven. But this is morning on anchor on our sailboat. We wake up in the morning, we get back into a narrow part of the Intercoastal Waterway. We're off the Albermarle Sound, and we just literally make our way at this pace as we keep moving toward Belhaven, North Carolina, so that we can stay there for the night. We're going to wait for it again. We're going to wait out a little bad weather. But join us next week as we pick up in Belhaven, North Carolina, and continue our push south on the Intercoastal Waterway. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.